Hey, folks. Welcome back to the studio above the clouds. This is just an in the studio session, so I'm just going to be painting on this battle scene. But funny story before I start because there may or may not be a session 8, and session 8 may end abruptly if there is a session 8 because I was recording session 8 and we got a lot done actually in session 8. But well, not a lot done. We got some stuff done. Session 7, I guess, is actually when a lot got done. But a lot got done yesterday. There were multiple sessions yesterday, but but I was jamming out at the end of it. And YouTube, you do a really good job with your algorithms and picking up copyright infringement. So good job, yay! But didn't even occur to me jamming out, and Whitney Houston came on, and man, did I pop that volume up in the background. Didn't sing, so I was trying to spare you all that at least, but did pop that volume up, and then some Gloria Gaynor came on after that. And the video got, of course, hit with copyright infringement because you could hear the music in the background. So it is only like the last 6.5 minutes of the video. So I'll probably I'll see. I might just these usually I mean the whole point of in the studio is that I don't edit these, I don't touch these, I don't do anything to these. I press record and we go until I press stop. Since it is just like the last 6.5 minutes, I may just chop it off and it'll just be a weird cut. And now you'll know why. So there you go. Now you'll know. But we'll see. We'll see if I go back and do that or not. I kind of think I will because I really want, in particular for this, I kind of want this for myself to document this whole process. There've only been like 2 small pieces, I think, of this painting. Yeah, I think only like 2 little pieces ish that I haven't captured on video, which I've never done before. So it's kind of cool. And I want to do that just for myself more than anything else. Um, so I think I probably will just go back and cut that little part off just so it's here for me. But we'll see. All right, let's go. Let's do this, do this, do this. All right, I'm gonna shift you guys around. Today is gonna be the day. I'm gonna bring it back to you. Nope, it's not. Today is gonna be the day that we do trees. Today's all about the trees, please. So, and probably some battle, but we'll see how long it takes to do the trees. I'm gonna figure out where to set you guys up here as I figure out, get my head wrapped around this tree situation. Um, Trees, I might do the boats. It's plural boats here in a couple, but I really have to get my head wrapped around the tree situation here. I did this to myself. So, what we're doing, let me bring you over here and set you on the painting. There we go. And I'm going to bring you down a bit so that you're here with me. Do, 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 do. Da, da, da. You're coming down to my level. You don't want to get that low. How low can you go? All right. Okay, how do we do this and make this look cool and not weird and not completely destroy this entire painting after all this work? All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna make this look like a mountain covered in trees up here. So we've got ourselves, we're gonna have a layer up here. There's a layer. Here. here. And then probably one more around. Something like that. Okay. Trunks. Trunky. How do I want to start this? I'm thinking that's your first mistake. Just do. Bah. Ouch, that was my knee hitting the table. I end up, no, I do not want to leave this site. I'm smacking the computer. Oh, so many tree trunks. So many tree trunks. And that's what these are. Tree trunks upon 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 tree trunks. And now we do it again. is what I used as the line, was that good old bronze Sharpie. I love that damn thing. It's like my favorite. Just is the best shadow. So I used it to be this line here. That was the shadow. That's the base. It's basically where the trees are growing out of. And this is actually a watercolor pencil that I'm using to do the first layer. Oh well, that's fun. Damn, I'm putting a lot of pressure on that to do the first layer of the tree trunks. I really like watercolor pencils a lot, and I do like the pencils a whole lot. The watercolor brush pens, my gosh, they're life changing. I have a whole set of those, and they will actually come out on this eventually. I want to use them on the goat for sure. Okay, and next, and this is just the first layer. You haven't caught on to that if you've watched any of these. Multi-layer, multi-pass. It's from The Fifth Element. Oh my god, this is exceedingly boring. This is why it was hard to start trees. So freaking boring. Oh my god, repetitive. Makes me want to scream. I have to refocus. Okay. I'm going to start to make mistakes. Okay, back. I'm back. I gotta start doing it a different way, or I'm gonna start making mistakes. Oh, neurodiversity is fun. So many trees. Happy little trees, right? Oh, channel me some Bob Ross, man. Heck and yes. No, I'm not even. Oh yeah, you're there. You're there with me. You can see. Okay. Holy crap. Now, layer one. Oh, shoot. All right, now it's huge. There we go. I'll just use that. Thank you. All righty. And then we need the paints. Actually, first, where is my one very skinny brown pen? One very skinny brown. Come on, I had you yesterday and you were right here. Actually, I want you to. Try both of you. You're not showing up very well. Me. Lame. 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 Alright, lame. Not lame. All right. Now it's time for the paint. I'm going to use this one that I was using the other day. It's messy, and that's fine. I'll show you guys cleaning one of these up one of these days. Because once it's all dry, it's super easy. It's kind of funny how easy it is, because it looks like it would be crazy difficult. It is not. But you just have to let it get completely dry. And then I think I'm going to use the colors that are already on this. Mix it up really, really well. It's got like some coffee, mostly coffee, and a little bit of glitter. Surprise, the white glitter. And maybe a little bronze left on it, but not much. And I don't want much. I want it mostly see-through with a little bit of just a brown. Got it. Okay. And then I want a small brush. I'll take a little bit more here. Probably one of the only ways you get that this is in winter. I didn't do much with snow. But there sure isn't much happening on these trees. I'll give you a closer look at what's happening here with what I'm doing here in a moment. I'm going to get a little bit more brown into exactly what I'm doing right here, because I do need it thicker and darker. I'm doing a little mix up here. It's not just the coffee. A couple colors in it so that it will look cool and work well with the rest of what's going on here. You're very redwood tree-ish. Just trying to come up with a Travis Kelce joke. I just couldn't. I'm not that quick. But I definitely knew it was there. All right. I don't want the entire forest to be redwoods. But I mean, we like some. We're cool. Put your finger in the existing one, your hand. Dip doodle. And then put it on the axe. Yep. Yeah. She's a caution. All right, so now let's do some of this. And this should dry mostly, almost entirely clear. The slightest bit of brown. More for the raised effect. And then I do really for the color. What is that? That is part of the canvas now, whatever it was. Better or worse, we're together now. All right. I think that is, I'm going to leave that for the moment while everything dries. I say as I come over and look at something else and go, no, 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 that's not how that's going to stay while that dries. Okay, I do think that's going to stay where it is for the moment. I'm going to do one more little bit and remove you. Sorry about no warning at all on that. Spin, spin, spin just a little. Because I'm going to work on the water just a little bit. It's not quite the blue I wanted. This might be a little better. But I think that did what I needed it to. Grab some water. And some glossy, yay, glossy stuff and glitter. Because we need it to be shiny this time. In fact, we're going to need some shiny stuff a bit here soon. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Okay. Actually, no. Did I need anything else? Okay. Let those dry now. Now there's other things like I could do little details on axes, but I'm also thinking fire. Beavis. Yeah. Because places are on fire. And I have to do the boats. So I also have to do the boats in the harbor. That's the thing that I need to do. But the fire will take the shiny. So I could make that happen. Because don't forget, this is a battle scene and everything's looking, you know, I mean, a little battle-y, but not real battle-y. Things is on fire. So, fire. So if we were on fire, we would have flames, flamage, flame, flamage, flame, flamage, flame, flame. Maybe a little more. Not my best flame ever, but it's flamey enough. It's better. That's how you grow over there. There we go. That's a little more flamey. Oh, flamey. Dry. Come on. Dry. Red. Oh, patience. Thy name is not me. Good enough. There's a dog hair in that. I think it looked like a shadow. It's the only problem with allowing them to come up here. Can't happen. Once people come here, alas, alas. Then again, dog fur is just character, right? Dog fur, cat fur. No, I know it's not. I know. Alas. Let me snag a really solid red here. I was just looking at it. There's a bright red, but that's not quite what I want. Well, maybe I want it as part and parcel. Jujubee's red. Oh, that's funny. This is what I want. Old wine red. Thank you very much. Not the only city burning, as you can see. Okay, like that. I can deal with it. I do want to, while I'm thinking about it, actually take that brown that I made, because these rocks need one more good layer, and this brown is the perfect layer to give them one more rocky rockishness. Rocky raccoon, rocky rockishness. And since it's here, so I don't have to make anything else, we'll do this. It's going to dry mostly clear, but not quite. So it'll be really good for exactly what I was going for here. I was going to do another gray, but brown will be really good. In fact, I think I might like this better. It'll stand out better against all his grayness. And then I've got to go back in because I've got the entire book 2 to look at. So I've got the book that has basically this battle. I mean, this is taking some liberties. Edited. And I need to get it read and back to the publisher. I'd like to have it back so it's sitting with them on Monday morning, because then it's out of my hands and it can be back with them and be publishing, and that would be rocking. And then it's full speed ahead on book 3, which is totally written. And we're working on editing. I'll let that dry and come back to it, but I think that's going to work out pretty well. I don't know how much of that you could see. I didn't look up the camera. I actually do really well when I'm teaching virtually, but then I'm teaching. No, come on. Come on, dude. There we go. All right, that dries now too. Wait. I don't think you guys can tell anything was amiss there, but I could. All right, now I'm going to use some of this on old Sir Goat's lot. Let's bring you over here without setting you in anything that I just painted. Don't mess anything up. Okay. Sir Goat's lot. A little thicker than I wanted it to be. I think it'll be all right when it dries. Sir Goat's lot. It's also thicker than I wanted it to be. It's not so bad. That bubble's got to go. All right, moving you back, moving you back, moving you back, moving you around, moving you around, up, up, up. All right. I need more threes. I need more trees. More trees, more trees. I need to wait till that dries some more. The watercolor, I want to just pull up a little bit, but I need to wait until the glue I put down dries so that it travels around it. But now I need to do the same thing down here so that I have a tree line down here as well. So here we go again. Here I go again on my own. I think I want to do a little different this time. And I'm going to use the watercolor brush pencils instead. And we'll see how they work. Mostly just for something different because I don't want to do the same thing again. I do have another one of these pencils over here. I have lots of those and a sharpener, all sorts of stuff. But I think I want to do something different. Let's pull good old favorite Sharpie out first and foremost. Test it over here on the side. Yep, that's exactly what I want it to do. Oh, favorite Sharpie. What will I do? You should ever disappear. Yeah, I think I want to do this first. I probably should use this up above. This works so much better. Oh well. Okay, now, wait. Yes. Crap. That was the fire that my hand just went into. I really like the way watercolor behaves in this. It's pretty cool. Yeah, a pretty neat tree effect. And I probably should have just done this above, but I wanted to experiment. Truncus maximus. That was a lot more fun. Watercolor pencil, Mod Podge, matte, with a little bit of coffee mica powder in it, just a tiny bit. There we go. And now let's go back for more watercolor pencils. Because a couple of these have got to be pine trees, right? I mean, they're not all. So it makes sense that a few in here are going to have. This is also, by the way, a really good way to completely destroy the watercolor pencil. So I will need to big time clean this off. Another good way to do this is with mica powder. So also be getting in there some of that. All right, let's clean that off so that I don't completely destroy those. And do as I say, not as I do. Oh my god, don't do that. Great way to completely destroy those pencils. Don't do that. But do this. This is a great idea. And it didn't really give me much of an effect. A little bit, but actually it looks pretty cool from a distance. I gotta be honest. It looks kind of cool from right here. So it may have been worth it. Yikes. That's not cool. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. Oops. This is small screen. One of my personal favorites. Oops, that's a lot. It's okay. Cool. Let me pop this fire back in shape here since I put my hand in it and did kind of mess it up just a little bit. Whoops. Maybe make it a little bit more expansive than it was. It's now a bigger city than it used to be. More palm-sized. Let it be known Rathmore now has a sister city. Never did before. When did you make that literary decision? I put my hand down on that painting. I've made decisions because I've misspelled things. Why not? Why not? Here we go. All right. I was, however, before I became distracted by the fact that that did not look like a fire anymore, going to do this boat. That's gonna work though. We'll do this. After all, it is not the grin. No. Why does white always run out first? I have another one of these bad boys sketched up here somewhere. I've painted so many layers now, I don't even think I can find it. All right. Another big disruptor on the telenews is that they wear like rings on their horns. So I need to think about getting some rings on this dude's horns to fit with that story point. Even though I really like the way his horns look. Blah. But that's what it says, that they wear big rings on their horns. So he should have something on at least one horn. So I've got this shiny stuff mixed up here, and they would be probably shiny. And they're brassy usually. So if I'm gonna do that, this would be a good time to do that. And then I think I'm gonna walk away and get some food and let things dry and come back and take a look. But he should get his brass because he's a warrior and he would have those. So let me do that. What color do I want specifically? Ooh. Okay, I'll take that one. Sparkle bronze. That sounds good. Bronze is good, and we know I like a good sparkle. All right, dude. Let's see what we can do for you. I kind of imagine you're Dorn. I kind of don't because I don't think that he's a bigger guy than you are, actually. He's described a little bit differently, so I went rogue. But you're probably one of Dorn's friends. You guys hang out. That was way too much for the amount of stuff I'm trying to do. I don't know what I was thinking. It's a little silly, really. But hey, here we are now. All right, Dorn's friend. Let's see what we can do. Let's imagine a little further up here. There we go. mean, if I had horns, I think I'd wear rings on them. As long as they weren't heavy. I don't like heavy jewelry. It's a thing. All right, like that. I'll come back and do some little runes and stuff on those. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna wear some on the other side too. This dude seen things. And this war has been going on for a very, very long time. Telomeres are badass. Ha. All right. I like that. I think we'll go with it. Do one quick check here to see where we are. Just a damp brush on the watercolor pencil here. And a very light touch. I don't want to smear it too much. noise. And I honestly think I'm going to go back because I like, well, no, I was thinking I might, you know what? I think I'm going to add a couple, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. I just want a couple of these nice watercolor pencil trees in here, or watercolor brush pencil. They looked so much better than that other pencil. I needed some more in there, which is one of the problems. Not a lot of. I need more trunks, more trunks, more trunks, more trunks. I got bored with the trunks because I didn't like that pencil. So I stopped. There we go. And then some more. And then I'm going to go back and hit the whole thing again with the paintbrush. All sorts of stuff for Saturday. All right, that is getting a lot better. I don't know if you can tell. Frickin' trees. Our retail down here is going to need another go, but it's pretty good. And now we do it again. Oops. I did it again. Okay. And I'm still just working with that very thin brown. Sweep, 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 sweep. Sweep, sweep. And I'm testing it up here just to make sure it's working the way I think it's going to work. It is. Ooh, I hit you. I was trying to move it towards you, but I hit you. There we go. Start at the top and I'm working my way down so the bottom trees come over the top trees as they would. When you're looking at them. I'm swiftly running out of this stuff. See if we can make it. I'll have to mix up more. Nice not to have to mix up more. So I'm going to try my very best not to have to mix up anymore. Will she make it? Start over here. Whoa, that was a lot. That may have been a bit much. It was not a good way to conserve. I'll blow it all in one spot. Although it is a very visible spot. I got a decent amount left. Wow. I need to turn notifications off on this computer because it's annoying me. If you guys are hearing it, it's got to be annoying you. I don't like sounds. I like music, as long as it's not loud. But I do not like notifications. It's very, very aggressive to me. All right. I feel better about that. I like this tree so much more. I like it much more. And got our little sail out there, a little boat. See if I can get something on this sail real quick. And then I straight up have to stop and get some food because I'm hungry. And I've been at this for almost 2 hours. It is time for a stop. Step and step. But it'll be a really good time to come in. There's still quite a bit left, detail-wise. But it's fun. All right, I'm going to not walk away yet. See what happens. Pop a little layer of paint on the people here. All right. See what that dries to, because that ought to give them a little bit more interest than just little black stick people. Okay, that's glossy. And I did that on purpose, because that is hopefully going to dry glossy. Yeah. All right. This is high gloss Mod Podge as opposed to the stuff that's not glossy. And then matte. Just adding it to a couple of specific places I want it to pick up. The fire, of course, is already glossy, so it'll dry that way. We're going to put some more down before I walk away. And so is the water. Okay, that's it. That's it for reals, for realsies. I'm putting this aside. I will come back likely in a couple to check on this and to do some more detail work. So let me, oh, sorry, that was the mic. Let me bring you around so you can get a better view of what we've done today and not mess it up by putting anything on it. Haha, there we are. Double vision. All right, there we go. Ta-da. So we added some, well, we're making the night one's body glossy, but you can't really see that yet. Added the boat. Some point I'll add the other boat up here, probably. Probably. I may not. We added the rings on the Telenus horns there and on his, actually all over his tusks and everything. So he's got them on his face, all over. He's kind of shiny, so it's kind of hard to see sometimes. We did all the flames, which are still drying. You can see them all over the place, all at the coastline. So, you know, the battle is raging. And of course, we did trees. So many trees. So many trees. The trees. And then we did these trees down here, which I'm going to come back and add some more. Obviously, it needs another layer of trees, but we added so many trees. So we're going to do some more with that. When we come back, we did some more on made these super glossy. Did some work on the water because there was no rapids or anything there. And then we did a little bit of work on these guys, added some brightness in their eyes and just little touch-ups all over, little touch-ups on the rocks. So here, I'll pull you out so you can see the whole thing. So there you go. That's where we are for right now. Progress, movement. I think I need more flames. I don't think that looks tragic enough. Needs to be more tragic. I need another layer. There needs to be more back here. So I need more flames. Yep. More tragedy. And more trees, which is more tragedy, really. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Anybody that did, it was fun. I had a good time. I'm gonna go get food. I'll see you later. Have a great day. I'm gonna figure out, oh, wait, it's way over here. I'm gonna turn off my computer now and end the stream. See ya. Later, Gator.